I'd like to thank Keeps for sponsoring this video. Keeps is a subscription service that helps men keep their hair. It may be too late for me, but it doesn't have to be too late for you. Look, the reality is that 2/3 of guys experience some kind of hair loss before the age of 35. That is actually right about when it started to hit me. And Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth delivered straight to your door. It's so much easier with Keeps. You don't have to go to a doctor or a pharmacy, but you're still getting a doctor recommended plan at about half the cost of a traditional pharmacy. And the best part is that you'll still have 24/7 care and support. Every plan comes with a year of unlimited messaging where you can connect with your prescribing doctor about anything, anytime. Whether you want to prevent hair loss, stimulate hair growth, or just take better care of your hair, Keeps is for you. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get a special offer on Keeps treatments, go to keeps.com/Finn or click the link in the description. That's KEEPS.com/Finn. This is the new song by the Devil Wears Prada called Watchtower. If you have watched any of my other stuff, you know that I've been, I don't know if critical is the right word for how I've talked about the Devil Wears Prada in the past. Maybe it is. Although their old stuff was definitely of the time in the sense that it was maybe to some degree by the numbers risecore, that's not really fair because this classic video. The Devil Wears Prada, as much as anybody, defined this sound as far as like having the look even, you know, with like the headbanging keyboards, the synchronized guitar swings and youth large shirts. They weren't the ones to invent that, but they did bring it to this crowd, I think. This is them playing at Cornerstone, which is a Christian music festival. They introduced the electronic stuff and, you know, that sort of attack style formula of sing, scream, obviously inspired by Under Oath to some extent, but they made it way heavier. So although it may seem like they're kind of generic risecore, the truth is that really it only seemed generic because so many other people copied what they did. They were without a doubt one of, if not the pioneering bands of that genre, right? And like it or not, you know, it was cool. They put on a great show. Kids loved it. It was cool. Especially now, it's been 15 fucking years since this, which is horrifying. 15 years later, I think it's very clear how important and influential they were. However, as they got older, you know, I think they did the same thing that a lot of bands want to do. They want to do something more quote unquote mature and dark and blah, blah, blah. And they traded in their, you know, scene haircuts and rocket clothing for denim vests and that Instagram comb over kind of haircut, leather jackets, and then started playing this kind of stuff from 2019. I wouldn't say this is like bad, but I thought this was kind of boring. You know, the video is kind of bland. It could be any band. Like nothing about this, yes. The denim vest, Telecaster, and fuckboy haircut is always a bad sign. At the end of the day, you know, what's important is if they enjoyed making the music and their fans liked it, who gives a shit what I think? That's what matters. But for me personally, I felt like this could be any band. I felt like this just sort of lost what made the Devil Wears Prada the Devil Wears Prada, to me personally. And so it's very rare for a band to, where's the spice? Exactly. That's the question. Bands grew up with their fans, but a lot of time they don't realize that their fans never grow up, or at least that the fans don't want you to grow up with them necessarily. You know, people want one thing from you. Just like I was talking about earlier, people want me to make videos about guitar music. That's what they want from me. People want the Devil Wears Prada to play metalcore. And it's very rare for a band, once they make the transition to, you know, Telecasters, denim vests, and fuckboy haircuts, and start playing alternative rock, it's very, very, very rare for them to ever return to playing heavy shit again, right? Very rare. And so, for that reason, I just sort of thought the Devil Wears Prada was lost. They're gone. We lost them. We had a good run, but oh well. But then they came out with the Zombie 2 EP with, I think this was the first single. And I was like, holy shit, Devil Wears Prada is back. They've still got it. Like, this is from about a year ago. This shit bangs. I would say this is the best shit they've ever done. It's heavy, it's high energy, but it's super catchy. Good shit. They were back. I think this is better than Zombie 1. regardless of where you rank it, I think everyone agreed this shit was good, right? Even if you don't think it's their best material, the shit was good. Yeah, if you didn't know better, you would never say this is the same band that did Chemical. Absolutely. It's so good. And so that brings us to today with the release of their new song, Watchtower, which came out 5 hours ago on Solid State. I have not listened to it yet, so I don't know what to think. Is this going to be heavy, or is it going to be more Telecaster and Denim Vestcore? We will find out. An intro is always a bad sign, but here we go. Heavy shit right out of the gate. A blast beat. Listen to that. Hell yes, a blast beat in the first 20 seconds. Can't go wrong with that. Feels high energy. They've got Caleb from Beartooth on guitar now. Not really, but it does kind of look like Caleb. He looks like a mix of like Caleb and Matt from Avenged Sevenfold. See, there you go. Now he really looks like Caleb there. I really wanted this to be a flame guitar strap. Like the one that, you know, if you start playing guitar when you're in 6th grade and your cool uncle gets you this for Christmas. And it's like, here you go, kid, go raise some hell. And gives you a flame guitar strap. I wanted it to be that. Unfortunately, it's not. Look, George Lever on keyboards. You may know him from mixing bands like Loathe and Sleep Token. George on keyboards. Yeah, the Police line, do not cross strap. Mike's vocals sound pissed. This is good. Would it be 2022 if you didn't have a girl with pink or blue hair in the video, though? A metalcore video? Metalcore and girls with colored hair are interchangeable in 2022. You cannot have one without the other. Who hates Mike? He's a great vocalist. Yeah, exactly. You can feel the high energy. This video's a little bit boring to me. The video looks like the band would be boring, right? If you muted this and played the video, I'd think it was another song like Chemical. Guys playing some low energy, low testosterone, like indie rock influence kind of stuff in a grungy warehouse. But the song is a banger. This is what I wanted the Devil Wears Prada to do. They delivered. I'll say this. Someone in the chat said the Devil Wears Prada is the best live band I've ever seen. I'll tell you what. I did not love them back in the day. I thought they were okay until I saw them at Warped Tour 2009, I think. And god damn it, they were good. The energy, and they were so young at the time. They were probably like 21 or something then. It was right around when Roots Above came out, and they just made that whole crowd go the fuck off. I had not seen a band from that, because a lot of those bands were not great live. A lot of those MySpace bands, they sounded cool on the record because someone like Joey or Cameron Mizell like made them sound good, but they weren't good live. The Devil Wears Prada was the real deal. You could tell, like they knew how to play live, and a lot of those bands didn't. Yeah, SoundCloud rappers are terrible live. They're the worst. The SoundCloud rappers can't even rap over their own backing tracks. They're terrible. Here we go. Here it comes. Here's some vintage fucking Risecore, baby. This is like right back to 2010. Right back to the MySpace days. The video, yeah, I don't know about the video. Like, I'm so dumb. I can never make heads or tails of these videos. Like, well, it's a story of two lovers who are in a relationship that's run its course, and he's trying to convince her that he's changed, but she doesn't believe it because she knows that his heart is really in, you know, his work with the UN. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? This is just like some girl with colored hair looking mildly upset in a warehouse. How am I supposed to know this is like about how her man wants to work for the UN or whatever the fuck it's about? I don't know. But the video doesn't matter. The point is, the Devil Wears Prada is back, and I'm happy about it. And I've given them a hard time about taking things in a more rock direction or whatever. And I kind of feel bad because maybe I was a little bit shitty about it. So if anybody in the band is watching, I apologize. I hope it didn't come off across as too shitty. Really, what it is just they were so good at playing metalcore that you hate to see someone walk away from something that they're really good at. And I understand that as a creator, I understand people don't want to be pigeonholed and they don't want to just do one thing forever. I get that. But at the same time, if people love you for doing a thing, there's something to be said for just doing more of that thing, right? But on the other hand, I know that it's always a struggle. And what if they had never changed? What if they just kept playing Risecore this whole time? Maybe we would say the opposite. Maybe we would say, oh, well, they're boring because they never changed things up. Who knows? It's not easy. It's a very tough balance to find. If you know that site tvtropes.com, they've got two tropes. One is they changed it so it sucks. When a show or a band or whoever changes things, like, oh, why did they change it? It was good before. And then the flip side of that is they didn't change it, so it sucks. This show's been the same for 7 seasons, or this band's been the same for 7 albums. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I understand it's tough, but at the end of the day, the point is, I am happy that Devil Wears Prada is back. They're playing great metalcore, a style that this style of metalcore, I would say they invented as much as anybody did. So shout out to them. Happy to see it, and I look forward to hearing what else they have coming up. What's better, Risecore or Fueled by Ramen Core? Well, I would pick Fueled by Ramen Core personally. Risecore was cool, but most of it was really bad. Fueled by Ramen Core, at least, has, I would say, better kind of traditional pop songwriting. So I would pick that personally. But they're both good.